You know, Nicole, I mean, I love like getting ready, and I love these like special like VIP type of broadcasts where we get a chance to chat with folks. I'm getting everything set up now just to let you know, so we're good to go. But do you mind like sharing with me, because I like the inside story, to me a little bit about who is Nicole? That's number one. Number two, what's the journey you've been on, and what are you doing today? Like, I don't have all day, but give me the 2 to 3 minute type of version, and then I'll share that with the audience later.
Okay, so what I do, first, let me just say thank you. So I absolutely love what you're doing with the Happy Entrepreneur platform, because what I know for sure is, and you guys are going to hear all my insight by the time this episode is over, but what I know for sure is it took me 17 years to make profit. And it wasn't about what I wasn't doing, right? Or excuse me, it wasn't about what I was doing. It was about what I wasn't doing, and I didn't know what I didn't know. So really why I'm passionate about doing things like this, and any time I get to teach an entrepreneur, is what I know I overlooked. So many of us overlook our intellectual property. So I began to realize that my intellectual property was the answer a group of people were looking for. And so understanding how to package that, how to make multiple streams of income around that is what I get so excited about, and really what I know I'm going to impart to your listeners today.
Wow, 17 years. Let me admire you for that. 17 years to turn profit. But the good news is you were able to do it. And someone listening, before we get going, I mean, we're going to get going. Don't worry about that. They may be watching saying, wow, Nicole, 17 years. What does success even mean to you? I mean, what's your definition of success? I think that's a very reasonable question. And then I'll make sure I translate it later in the show. But I'm just curious, like, what does success look like for you? Because 17 years, and what does success mean to you?
Well, I'm going to tell you, so my problem for 17 years is I was busy looking at everybody else's success and doing stuff like everybody else was doing. So the success means to me letting go of perception, letting go of title, letting go of shoulds, letting go of what everybody else is doing, and getting clear on what I wanted and how to do it on my own terms.
Wow, how to do it on your own terms. At the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Being able to do it on your own terms. Look, they give me the signal. They tell me, Shay, we got to get going. Shay, we got to get going. I see him. I'm ready. Hey, Nicole, I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. We're getting going. Everyone, we're getting going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take it away.
Go ahead and give a big standing ovation for the one and the only Shay Brown.
Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and it knows it must outrun the fastest lion or be killed and eaten. Also every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up and knows it must outrun the slowest gazelle or it will starve to death. You've heard it before. It doesn't matter whether you're a lion or a gazelle. When the sun comes up, you better be what? You better be running. That's right. You better be running. Life is about meaning, and meaning is about service. Isn't that the reason why we're all here? Isn't that what we're all searching for? 2013, the Peak Performance Institute was created. 5,000 clients who we've helped turn their idea into a reality, their reality into a business, their business into a movement, impacting 5.7 million lives around the world. Imagine that! My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Network, the world's largest organization for the well-being of an entrepreneur. And as we always say, our mission at the Happy Entrepreneur Network, our mission is to inspire, empower, and provide resources for the entrepreneur to live a balanced life and execute their vision for the people they were called to serve. And our mantra, I love our belief. Everyone should have a belief statement. Our belief is the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. With that being said, let's get started. Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur and the host of the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, where our mission is to empower, is to inspire, and is to provide busy entrepreneurs just like you the resources necessary to execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. And Nicole Roberts Brown is here for just that one reason only, to give you all the resources. So for you out there, Nicole Brown Hurston, who's watching right now, Darlene Shelton, who's watching right now, Kelvin, who just joined in, you're at the right place at the right time with the right person. So let me say hello and let's welcome to the platform the one and only, the fabulous one. Yeah, I'm really glad she's here. None other than Nicole Roberts Jones. What's up, Nicole Roberts?
Excited to be here. Excited. Look, I've been around Shay for probably at least 10 years, right? So I'm excited to be able to share with your listeners, your watchers, right?
Yeah, well, I'm excited to have you here. I know we've had opportunity to connect so many times over the years, but it's more important to be here right now. And if I can, there are a number of folks that are out there right now, Nicole, and we have this mantra, this core value, the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe, called January 1st. And your January 1st is that day, Daryl Mack, where you hit a pivotal moment in your life and you have to make a change. So you feeling a certain way, but then you recognize that if you take action, get started. If you take action, get started, then it will change your life. So January 1st moment is when you get started and get a whole change in your life. Why is that important to you? Why am I mentioning that to you? Because I'm going to ask Nicole Roberts Jones, hey, in your journey to be a speaker, to be a business owner, share with us, if you would, please, what is the backstory to Nicole Roberts Jones? And then what was that pivotal moment that you had that you said, you know what, I've got to make this work. This is my dream, and I'm going to get started. That's your January 1 moment. Everybody's watching out there, Irene. Look right below the video, and write these words. Today is my January 1. You're going to get started. Today is my January 1. I'm back on track today. Today is my January 1. I got to get started to win this game. Nicole Roberts, what was your January 1 moment, and what took you there? Tell us, please.
So I'll be honest, excited that you asked this question. Number one, let me say this. I think my January first moment happened at a different time in my business. Ooh. So for me, I had been working. So I've been doing this for 26 years, even though I'm still 28. Y'all manage all of that yourself, right? So I've been in this business for 26 years. So my January 1st moment happened 17 years in. So let me paint the picture so you understand what I mean. So I've been doing this since 1993. So by 2010, I had gotten my business to the exact place that I dreamed of. So by 2010, again, 17 years in, I had 10 chapters in 10 states of my youth program. So by the way, I had 2 divisions. I had a youth nonprofit working with teenage girls, and I had a for-profit coaching entrepreneurs to create multiple streams of income like I'm doing now. So by 17 years in, I had 10 chapters in 10 states of my youth program, and we were growing by leaps and bounds. In my for-profit, I had a maxed out coaching client roster, meaning I couldn't take another client. So in 2010, I decided to write my first book, right? And so when my first book came out, I literally started getting invitations to speak all over the country. So I was doing the thing I knew I was born to do, the thing that I started my business to do. I was loving every minute of it. But I want you to get this. I was only generating $13,000 a year. So the reason I'm saying that moment was my January 1st moment when I realized that I had been working really, really hard and the amount of time I was putting in my business didn't equal the amount of money I was making, is because I realized I had been sleepwalking up until that point. I realized, and I remember that moment, it was actually November 7th of 2010. And I had just gotten home from another weekend, speaking all weekend, right? And oh, by the way, I had a daytime job because y'all know I couldn't eat it for making $13,000. So my daytime job, I was an adjunct professor. And I had a class the next morning at 8 a.m. I hadn't looked at my syllabus. I didn't know what I told the students to read, let alone me being able to teach it. And I remember sitting on my couch, Shay, exhausted, tired, done, saying to myself, I can't do this anymore. And then I remember the tears starting to stream down my face just in frustration. Now, here's the thing. As I was feeling like I was ready to quit, I also felt in conflict because I knew that this is what I was born to do. But doing it like this just wasn't cutting it. And so I had a decision to make. And so I prayed in that moment, Lord, if this is you, you better show me something, right? And that's pretty much how I talked to God, the same way I talked to everybody else. And I don't remember if this happened the next day because I didn't write it down because I didn't realize that this was getting ready to be my breakthrough. But this became from December 31st, this became my January 1st, starting to climb through, right? So I remember getting on this free call, just like this one. And on that free call, I got invited, a free webinar. I got invited to go to an event. Well, I didn't just get invited, everybody did. But I paid for the event. The event cost $500. I live in Boston. The event was in California. My plane ticket was $500. My hotel was $500. So it cost me $1,500 just to go. And I'm only telling you that because I couldn't afford it. but I also couldn't afford to be where I was another minute, another day. And at that conference, I learned all the things that I didn't know. I met my first coach. And my first coach, by the way, cost $30,000. Why am I telling you all of this? Because my January 1st moment happened when I realized that I had to risk it all to gain it all. And I had to stare fear in the face and do the damn thing anyway, like my husband would say, right? So in my first coaching session with my coach, and I'm fast forwarding so you can see how I climbed out and why this is my January 1st moment. My first coaching session, my coach showed me. She said, Nicole, did you just tell me that you go into other businesses and you develop programs? And I'm like, yeah, I'm proud that my coach knows me. And then she said, and didn't you tell me you are an adjunct professor? You taught at USC for 4 years and now you teach at Boston University and what you teach is program development? And again, I'm like so impressed that she knows me. I'm like, yeah. And then the next thing she says changes everything. She says, Nicole, you don't have any programs for yourself. So to make an even longer story short, Shay, is in that moment, I had been, and many of you, I know this is where you are, and this is why I'm sharing this story, is when I tell you I had a maxed out coaching client roster, listen, if you have a full-time job and you're building your business alongside your 9 to 5, you only have so many hours in a day. So that was 5 people. There's no way that I can make enough revenue serving 5 people at a time. I need you to get this. And so literally that night I went to my room because we were at a mastermind, my coach and a group of us. And I developed my first program because that's what I do. I'm a producer. I could do it in my sleep. Do you know that next day, I forgot to say I had a speaking gig in 2 more days, that I hadn't been generating any revenue at any of my speaking gigs. At that speaking gig, because I developed that first program, I made $10,000 in a day. I went from $10,000 to $200,000 in that first year, just truly understanding how to, what I call bankroll my brilliance. So my January 1st moment was like a huge aha about what I wasn't doing, what I didn't know, and how that changed everything for me.
Wow, that changed everything for you. One of the things I love about you is I love your transparency. I love how you just be open. Birthday Germany that's out there right now. Michael Muse is out there right now. And Cassandra Thomas is watching right now. This is for you. The next question we talk about today is my January 1st, that moment that you had to get started. And so everybody, now the next question obviously is, what steps did you do? What did you do to get started? What specifically? You kind of outlined a few things there, but then in the business, what did you have to do differently in your business?
So the first thing I realized that I had what I call Milli Vanilli syndrome. Now, Shay, do you remember who Milli Vanilli is?
No, I wasn't born then.
I think I'm trying to do me like that. So those of you that are millennials and you don't know who Milli Vanilli is, Google it.
I didn't know who Milli Vanilli was. I wasn't born.
So listen, Milli Vanilli was a group out in the 80s, or it might have been the 90s, and they came out with this song called Don't You Know It's True. They won a Grammy, right? And then, I can't remember if it was their manager or their agent, then admitted that they had been lip syncing on that track. So the reason my business had been failing for 17 years is I was lip syncing on other people's tracks. So I had bought all these programs. I said, do this and do this and do this. And I bought all these scripts and all this stuff. But I had stopped long enough to get clear on my own genius and how it correlated with the things I bought. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the biggest lesson I had to do first is to realize what my own secret power is. So in other words, I was walking around being Clark Kent, not even realizing that I was really Superman.
I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. That's hilarious. So
look, for the ladies, nobody ever remembers Wonder Woman's alias, so that's why I use Clark Kent. I know I'm a woman, right? It's Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. But if I say Diana Prince, people will be like, who is Diana Prince? Why is she saying that name? But yeah, so many of us don't even look at our own gift. We do things because we see other people are successful, and so we follow their blueprint. But my blueprint and my gift, like if I tried to be Shay Brown, I would fail all day, every day. Just like Shay, if you tried to be me, you'd fail all day, every day. Amen. But if I stood in the power of Nicole Roberts Jones and got clear on my own gift and how to package it the right way for the right people, and literally when I did that, that's how I moved from 13,000 to over 200,000.
Wow. You know, we're talking about today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Hey, Nicole Roberts Jones, just repeat after me. Say, today is my January 1st on the count of 3, just for fun. And you out there, Kim Warren Martin. You out there, B. Jacqueline Jetter. You out there, Darlene, all the way in California. You out there, Naama Robert, out there, and she's in South Africa. Do me a favor. Look right below the video right now and write these words. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag Bankroll Your Brilliance. Today is my January 1st. Hashtag Bankroll Your Brilliance. Okay, so on the count of 3, Nicole, just for fun, repeat after me. Just say, today is my January 1st. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, so 1, 2, 3.
Today is my January 1st.
You wait a minute. That was good. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Today is my January 1st.
Do you believe it? I believe it. You know, for the folks out there that's listening right now, by the way, and Kim Warren Martin, who put, you know what, Diane Prince, she loves Diane Prince, by the way, that's out there watching right now, the question is, what would you recommend they do? Like, you talked about how you got started, and you had the fortitude to do it. But if you're out there, and I know we're going to get into how to bankroll your brilliance, but for the person that says, I got to just get started. I believe today is my January 1st. It's a pivotal moment. I got to get started maybe in their health. They got to get started maybe in their finances. They got to get started in their business. Maybe they got to get started in their relationship because today is their January 1st. What do you suggest they do just to get started? What's your recommendations?
So the first thing, before I even give you steps, you can't implement anything if you don't get clear on who and what is up for you right now. So what I mean by that is we call ourselves human beings, but we're not. We're human doings. And so we focus on do, but we forget to be. Mm-hmm. We forget to sit in quiet and just check in with ourselves, right? So even when you're in a relationship and it's not going right, you knew that before that moment. That means you didn't check in with what was happening. I know I've had plenty of relationships like that, and we ain't got time to talk about all the bad relationships I had before my husband, keeping it all the way real, right? But it's like you see the road signs and you just keep it moving instead of stopping and checking in with what's up, what's going on, what is this I'm feeling, right? I think for me in my business for 17 years, I just kept saying, I'm going to work harder. I'm going to work extra on the weekend. I'm going to work extra hour at night. And I kept doing, and I never stopped to check in with my being. And here's the thing I want you to get. I'm a God's girl, if y'all didn't know that God doesn't show up in busyness. He only shows up when you stop long enough to connect, to dwell, to check in. It's like we take our cell phones and we plug our cell phones in, right, to power up at night. When do you power up your own self? Maybe I need to drop the mic on that, right? How do you, in your own greatness, and power it up? So for me, for 17 years, I was running in place because I hadn't stopped long enough to power up. I was running on E. So I was exhausted, I was tired, I was frustrated, I was in overwhelm and ready to give it all up because I had stopped long enough to check in with me.
Yeah. So today is, in fact, your January 1st. Thanks for sharing. Y'all here with the one and only, the lovely one, the fantastic one, the one that showed up to give and to serve and to really walk you through how to bankroll your brilliance. So for Darlene, who put today is my January 1st, hashtag bankroll your brilliance. For Michael Muse, who put hashtag today is my January 1st, bankroll your brilliance. He did it backwards. We thank you so much. We love every one of you out there. Kim Warren Martin, who put today is my January 1st, hashtag bankroll your brilliance. I promise you that this is your time. This is your moment. And when we come back, Nicole Roberts Jones, I'm going to ask her, don't worry, she's not going nowhere yet. I'm going to ask about that bankroll your brilliance. I'm going to ask about those 3 steps. And she said, you know what? She's going to do that. And she also gave permission to share this video. I'll ask her again. I know some of y'all know y'all work with her behind the scenes. She does a lot of big, cool stuff. Nicole, can they share this message for her? Because some folks guess, they're like, no, Shay, this is only for those that are watching. It's for your community. Can they take this message right now? Can they hit that share button? Can they share it to their Facebook page? Share it to their Instagram page? Can they share it to a group that they're a part of? Is that okay?
Yes, please share it. And here's the other thing you have to know. The whole reason this platform exists, the Happy Entrepreneur, is because, I'm going to say this. The reason I failed for 17 years is there was no happy entrepreneur for me to tap into. There was no place for me to go to, right? And so it's so important that we share this so that when we grow, we don't grow alone. We share it so that our community can grow with us.
So well said. Thanks a lot. Tell you what, when we come back, we'll be back in just a moment. We're going to break that thing down. We're going to talk about how you need to bankroll your brilliance. I'll say hello. What's up to Amber Smith? Hashtag today is my January 1st. Jay Hunter, can't wait to connect with you in person. We'll be back in just a moment with Nicole Roberts Jones. Don't worry, I'm going to ask her to do something special for y'all. Don't worry. She's going to talk about bankroll your brilliance. We'll be back in just a moment.
Let me ask you a question. Are you ready to take your businesses, your life, and everything that you have to an entirely different level? Yes or yes? Yes, yes. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you ready right now to change the legacy of your last name? Yes or yes? Yes, yes.
Every single day, put your mask on. It's protection. You're unprotected right now.
At the beginning, I had no one to help me. I decided I was going to become the woman that I needed the most.
She got pregnant at 17, had her son at 18 years old, and now her business just hit 6 figures. 6? Who did that help just to give you some confidence? A little.
I want you to repeat after me. There's more money in what I know than what I do.
D plus D equals D. See, a decision plus discipline equals to me. Your decision to be here today does not equal your success.
Because you got in business really for two reasons only. One of the main reasons you got in business, what? To make what? And that's one reason. And you knew that you wanted all eyes on you while you were out there making a difference, changing lives, and making $1 at the same time. Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, where our mission is to inspire. It is to empower. But more importantly, it's to provide the busy entrepreneur with the resources necessary to execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. And Nicole over there, who acknowledges she's a God's girl. And Shay acknowledges he's a God's guy. And I get it that might not be your thing. I understand some of you believe in the universe. Some of you believe in a higher power. Some of you believe in spirituality. Whomever you believe in, here's what I know that in this moment, as Nicole Roberts Jones talks about bankroll your brilliance, that she will change your life with the help right now of the person that she believes in. And why do I say that? You have a vision. It wasn't given to you. Think about Noah in the Bible, and the Bible is what the Bible is. I believe in the Bible, and he was given this vision. It didn't come from Noah. It came to him, through him, for the people he was called to serve. But what if he never had a hammer? No, seriously. What if he never could get the wood together? What if he never had a team to work together to build the ark? What if he had to do it all by himself? Maybe he'd been like you. He'd have known the flood was coming, but he couldn't help anybody. So we showed up today, Nicole Roberts Jones, who has a heart to give. She has a heart to serve, to help you have the resources in your business. I see you, Judy Smith. I see you, Darren Hill. I see you. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for hitting that share button. Hit the share button right now. Hit that share button, because don't worry, I'm going to ask her, how do you get clear on transformation you want to provide to people and get paid for? I'm going to ask about that, because that's the struggle that I see. Like, how do I get clear? I'm so good at everything, Shay. Don't worry, I'm going to ask her that in just a moment. But first, you hit that share button. You hit that share button. When you hit that share button, put it's time to hashtag bankroll your brilliance. Just hit the share button. Hit the share button. And I want you to write these words. It's time to bankroll, hashtag bankroll your business. This is your time. This is your moment. So, Nicole Roberts Jones, let me just ask the question. You talk about bankroll your brilliance, and we'll get into all the fancy stuff. But the question is, how does someone really get clear on the transformation that they want to provide? And here's the key: and get paid. I'll say it again: and get paid.
Yep, because why would God give you a gift and want you to struggle? One of the things, and by the way, let me say this, And if I offend some of you, good, I might step on your toes. Look, why would I pray to the universe when I could pray to the God that created the universe? I'm just saying, I got to say that. So here's what I want you to get. If why would God put you on this earth, give you gifts and talents, and not want you to get paid for it? So many people say to me, how can you talk about bankrolling your brilliance and talk about God in the same sentence? Because there's a Bible verse, John 10:10, that says, I've come that you have life and have it more abundantly. So my goal is to have you go after the abundance with your name on it. So how you begin to define that is in my book, Find Your Fierce, which is behind me. I love that Shay asked this questions like I gave him the questions I asked, right? So fierce is my word for purpose on fire. There's 4 steps in the book. I'm going to walk through them quickly. If you need more, that's what I'm telling you. I'm not selling you. I'm telling you in case you need more, right? So it's my fierce framework, 4 steps. First is, what are you passionate about, right? What do you love doing? You probably do it now and you don't get paid for it. The second, step 2, is what are you proficient in? Those of you that are working at a full-time job, your boss keeps putting you on special assignments because you are good at that thing. Or you keep getting asked to be on committees, right? It's because you are really, really great at something. So listen, when your passion and your proficiency correlate, that is what you should be doing. Now, the question that Shay just brought up, some of you guys are going to say, ooh, but I'm good at so many things. But there's only one Diana Ross in the Supremes. There's only one Beyonce in Destiny's Child. What the heck do I mean by that? There's one thing that stands out in front of all the rest. There are things that people are coming to you now, your passion, your proficiency, they both have to be present, that you overlook because you think things like, oh, doesn't everybody know how to do that? Oh, that's easy. Yes, easy for you, right? So the third thing you got to understand is, what problem does it solve? See, people are coming to you because they see you as the answer to a challenge, a need, a desire that they have. So if you have the nerve to go package it and then you sell it, honey, that's how you bankroll your brilliance. Hello. And then that speaks to number 4, which is, how do you make profit from it? So there are at least 6 streams of income that you can and should make, and most of them should be what I call making money while you sleep. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, I know, but yeah. So that's the answer to that question, Shay. Hopefully I answered it. I didn't, ask me another one.
You answered it. You answered it real quick. And Patricia McKees, who's out there, thanks for joining, by the way. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and write these words. It's time to hashtag bankroll your brilliance. It's time to hashtag bankroll your brilliance. Hit the share button. Let's pay this message forward. Nicole believes in the giver's economy. The person who outgives the competition. Well, Nicole, they what? Out-earn the competition. Now, she has that book behind her. I didn't know we were going to go there. I didn't know either. And it says, Find Your Fierce. And they can see it. I don't know if she put it there purposely. I don't know if she was trying to get a shout out. But it does say, Find Your Fierce. So, Nicole, you can't leave us hanging. You got to take a couple of minutes and talk about, what is the heart and soul of the book, and why is it so important to you that you share it with the world? You're not always saying, buy my book, buy my book. You're sharing what's in the book. Why? That's got to be the question. Find your why.
So here's what I know. I believe that each of us were put on this earth called. Now, all of us, when I say called, people start thinking I'm talking about ministers. But if you look at the word ministry in the dictionary, it says to serve a group of people. So I believe each of us are put on this earth to serve a group of people that needs us, right? So here's how fierce came to play. Now, I can't remember exactly what happened, but one of my clients said, Nicole, you're fierce. And then the second person said it, and the third person said it. And I'll be honest with you, because I've been judged my whole life from my outside when I'm so much better on the inside. Somebody keeping it real. So I didn't like that for so long. And as I started to peel back the layers, here's what I discovered. My gift is helping you align your purpose with your paycheck. So fierce, all of a sudden I had this epiphany. Now, those of you all know, and if you don't know this, I'm wondering where you've been, that Beyonce used to call herself Sasha Fierce, right? Now, she gave herself that name, Sasha Fierce, when she was beginning her solo career. Now, keep in mind, she had been standing on stage for years with 3 other women, and then it became 2 other women. And she had gotten really, really comfortable. And now she's being called into doing her gift in a bigger way, and it was going to be uncomfortable. So when I talk about your purpose, I want you to think about who you be when you stand in the full power of your gift, when you stop settling for good enough, when you stop trying to be comfortable and you allow yourself to go into your expansion, your next level. That's the conversation around fierce. That's why I call it Find Your Fierce, because I'm not coming for the version of you that you already are. I'm not coming for your bio or your resume. I'm coming for the version you have not yet become. that is what the whole conversation is around fear. So you can tell I started getting excited. So let me calm down before I start going in.
That sounds like a whole other episode by itself. Find your fears. But right now we talk about bankroll your brilliance. But I see how the two connect. I see how it's precept upon precept and how it builds on top of each other. Look, when we come back, we're going to talk about the key to emotionally connect that which you have to those that actually need it. Now, some of you might be wondering, Nicole, what is the key to connecting it? What is the key to connecting it? What is the key emotional piece to connecting it? And I've asked her to release that, okay? She didn't say you had to send her a Cash App for that. She didn't say you had to send her a Zelle payment. There was no credit card to swipe and succeed. No swipe and succeed around here. She said, Shay, I'm going to give. So when we come back, I see you, Kim Cheek Washington. When we come back, Darlene, thank you for putting those notes. She's taking really good notes. When we come back, she's going to talk about that one area that you need in order to emotionally connect. So we'll have those folks saying yes to pay you before. Now, Nicole, this is a big challenge. Before, Nicole, this is a big challenge. You make the sale. I don't even know what the answer is. I don't know. But it's in my mind, and I've seen her do it, and I've seen her share it, and she said she would do it here. So when we come back, we're going to do that. I'm going to go all the way over right now, all the way down there to the one and the only Dorsey Hill. Let me see, Dorsey Hill, and she's down there right now. And one of the things Dorsey talked about is, do you know who you are? Do you know what life you want to live? We'll be back in just a moment. Take it away, Dorsey.
Hello, hi, howdy guys. I'm so excited to be back. It's your girl, Dorsey Hill, the founder of the Healthy, Happy, Fun Life Network. And I'm back in the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe with another thought of the week. Before we get started, you know what's coming. Why? Because it's our January 1, our January 1, our January 1. It's so exciting that you get to start over every single day. I love that. Okay, so what do I want to talk about this week? I have a question for you. Do you know what you really want? Have you ever seriously sat down and wrote a list about what you absolutely want in this life and in this business that you're creating here? Because I'm willing to bet that you probably haven't put a whole lot of time or thought into what you really truly want. It's what you have to do, what you should be doing instead of things that you want out of your life. So I encourage you this week to make a list of things that you really want. What do you want your life to look like? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be happier? Do you want to have a lot more fun? Do you need a spiritual practice? Whatever it is, and I'm willing to bet a lot of you are probably going to have a hard time with this because you haven't sat down and really made a list of what you want in this life. Because it's hard sometimes to see down the road and visualize those great things that we see happen for other people actually happening for us. It can happen. You deserve for it to happen. It is there for you. You just have to want it, and you have to ask for it and put it down. And my wish, as always, for each and every one of you is that you're happy, you're healthy, and you have a ton of fun in this life and business that you're creating. My biggest Texas love and hugs to each and every one of you. Bye-bye for now. Mwah. See you later.
Welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country, where our mission is to inspire, it is to empower, and it is to provide you with the resources that you need to really execute that vision for the people you were called to serve. And Nicole Roberts Jones, she's the founder. She's talking about Bankroll Your Brilliance. It's what she does. It's where her passion is. It's where her heart is. And I put something out there that was on my mind, and it was, Nicole, tell us what is the key emotional connect. Hear me. The key emotional connect that will have those need to say yes before you make the sale. Talk about that.
So one of my favorite quotes is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So instead of telling you, let me show you by giving you an example. And all of y'all know this person. Her name is Oprah. The reason we all love Oprah, Auntie Oprah, as I'll call her, right, is because she lets us in. So think about everything she's ever shared on her show. She's vulnerable, right? It's her vulnerability that allows you to see yourself in her. So think about her weight loss journey and how she loses weight and then gain the weight and talk us through it. How about that she shared that she got raped? You know, I can go on and on. And so what you got to understand, so many people think that they have to feel like they've arrived as a CEO, and that's how people are going to pay you. You know, that's my arrived voice, by the way. And really, people want to see that you are where they are. So some of you, when I told my $13,000 story about 15 minutes ago, some of you said, oh my God, she's where I am. I emotionally connected with you. I want you to get that. So what you got to do is stop hiding. Stop feeling like you got to be perfect. Stop not allowing people to see your whole journey. Not only let people see part of it. So literally what happens is when you emotionally connect to people, let me give you another example. If my husband on our first date would have brought my ring to my first date, I would have thought the brother was crazy. I would have been calling my girlfriend. I would have gone to, I don't think there are payphones anymore. I would have had to take my cell phone to the bathroom like, girl, somebody come pick me up, right? But what he did allowed me to see the value that he brought. He emotionally connected with me. You guys get that? So literally then when he brought the ring, I was ready to say yes. I think I was crying before I even answered, right? Because we emotionally connected. And I believe so many entrepreneurs think they can build a website or build a sales page or pitch from the stage and they think people are going to buy. If people don't see you and feel you and understand that you get them, they will not say yes to you.
They will not say yes to you. You know, I love that. I love that. And you talked brilliantly about Oprah. Who's been a mentor along this journey for you? I know you had so many, but who's been a mentor and what's one of the lessons that you've learned that you can share with the audience?
This is a good one too. Woo. Okay, so one of my silent mentors, I've gone to some of her masterminds, is Iyanla Vanzant. And she was a teacher on a mastermind call that I had. So I've gone to some of her retreats, and she was actually a teacher on in a group that I was in. And here's what she said. Greatest lesson is that if you don't feel like you need to pee on yourself sometimes, you ain't playing big enough. Let me say that one more time, because some of y'all think that I messed up, but I didn't. She said, if you don't feel like you need to pee on yourself sometimes, you're not playing big enough. What that means is you should be doing something so big that it scares you, which means you're going beyond your territory. What I've learned in the many lessons I've shared with you is that your conviction and your convenience should never coexist. Meaning that if you're going to do something bigger than where you are, you're going to have to do it, and it's going to be knees knocking and teeth chattering. So for me, in that moment when I was failing in my business, when I hired my coach, I didn't know how the heck I was going to pay $30,000. I told you I made $13,000. Was it scary? Heck yeah. Did I know how I was going to make my monthly payment? Because I put it on a credit card because I didn't have $30,000. Let me keep it all the way real, right? I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make my monthly payment, but I did know that I would do whatever it took. I did know that I could bet on me. And so for me, that statement when Iyanla Vanzant said that, it freed me, because then I realized, me always feeling like I need to pee on myself. I'm not by myself.
I love it. Look, when we come back, I'm going to ask Nicole the one question that might be on anyone's mind as a dualpreneur, after 5 p.m.preneur, someone that's working on their passion. She says, wait a minute. Don't leave your 9 to 5 quite yet. What? Huh? What in the LL Cool J is Nicole Roberts talking about, right? Because, she says, don't leave your 9 to 5. That's like disruptive, because everybody's saying, leave your 9 to 5. Go follow your passion. Follow your purpose. She says, hold up. Slow your roll. Little play on Bankroll, by the way. But slow your roll for a moment. Why you do not need to quit your 9 to 5. And she's going to teach you how to build your business. We come back, I'm going to learn about that. And you might be thinking, well, I want to get out of here. I don't even like this place. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Nicole has decided to do something and share something that's going to be different for every single one of you. So we come back. We're going to be getting into that in just a moment. Right now, we're going all the way over to the one and only Delano A. Johnson. And Delano A. Johnson talks about, you know what? I refuse to live talented and broke. What's up, D. Bolden? What's up, Charles Wynn? Mary Mitchell, welcome. We'll be back.
I live in a city where there are more creative people per square mile than any other place on the planet. Question is, how many of them are successful? How many are just like I was, talented and broke? Being broke is more than just not having money. It's failure to turn opportunities into profitable businesses and relationships that last. My mother always said, people perish for lack of knowledge. A compass takes you in the direction of your destiny, but knowledge of obstacles and distractions will ensure you arrive safely. My mentor once said to me, if I had half your talent, I'd have 4 times my wealth. Since then, I made a promise to God. If He would help me unlock my earning potential, I would pay it forward and help others do the same. That's why I wrote this book, because God made us too talented to live our lives broke. And that includes you.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country where we help inspire, empower, and provide you the resources that you need to really execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. So it's not about the money you're going to make. It's about the meaning you're going to have in the world. It's not about the income you want to look for. It's about the impact. And I know many of you out there that are watching right now, you really want to make $1 and a difference at the same time. If that's you, look right below the video, and write these words: make $1 and a difference at the same time, because you can do that. Nicole Roberts Jones, talk to us about why you say you don't need to quit your 9 to 5. You can really build your business along the side. Uh-oh, you should have been a rapper. I like the remix version on that. Talk to us, Nicole.
I'd probably be such a corny rapper. Yeah, I would not be good. But so here's what I've learned in my own journey. So many people tell you to quit, right? But here's what happens. When you start a business, when you first start your business, when you make money, you've got to spend the money, put that back into your business. So if you're trying to pay your mortgage, if you're trying to pay your car note, if you're trying to eat, how are you going to do that and keep your lights on and pay your phone bill and pay your car note? That's just not real, right? And so what you've got to do is, when you start your business, begin it alongside your 9 to 5. Now, one of the things that I teach the women that I'm blessed to coach, and yes, I work with men too, y'all, is how to make money while you sleep. Because somebody's watching one of my online programs right now, and I'm here with you, right? Matter of fact, at some point, this will be recorded, and y'all will be watching it, and I'll be somewhere teaching somewhere else, right? So you've got to understand, how do you package your brilliance so you don't have to be present, right? But here's what the other thing I want you to know is, start looking at your 9 to 5 as your investor. So you start shifting your mindset around it, because it's investing in you be able to eat, be able to keep your lifestyle, and giving you the money you need so you can grow your business. So as you start your business, your paycheck might be here and your business income may be here. You should not quit until you have predictable income month over month, quarter over quarter, right? Once you know that it's predictable, that's when you step out on faith. So many people are going to say, girl, you need to step out on faith. And fellas, you too, right? You need to step out on faith. And here's the thing. There's a whole book in the Bible called Proverbs. That's a book of wisdom. So you need to make strategic. You need to do faith strategically. I was going to say calculated risk, but I'm talking about faith, right? So you need to be wise when you step out on faith. And so when you have that predictable income and you quit, your faith is believing that you're going to be able to continue to make that income. Do you get that? Instead of just having stupid faith where you go quit today and then you can't pay your light bill. Somebody said to me once on a live, Nicole, I just quit my job. What should I do? Here's what I said to her. I said, go find another job, because you need to make money and you need to spend money, right? You're going to have to spend money to make more money in your business. And so you can't start a business when you need income. You need to already have income. And so that is why I highly tell everybody that I talk to keep your daytime job so that you can still have your lifestyle while you're creating your business.
Wow, I love it. That is so, I learn so much every time I have these conversations. I learn so much. And how true is that? You don't have to quit your job. You can look at it, and you had a whole different perspective. You said look at it from a what? From an investor perspective. When we come back, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just call it your investor, because then it shifts how you think about your job, right? Then I'm like, I got to go because it's my investor and it's investing in me being able to build my dream.
Wow. That is so powerful. When we come back, I'm going to ask her to break down how to create multiple streams of income. And then I'm going to ask her to do something special. Like, I'm going to ask, look, we want a big give back. And so what did she came just to give those folks that are ready to serve, give those entrepreneurs out there that are ready to help other folks. What does she have? When we come back, you don't want to miss it. The best is yet to come. Yeah, she's going to talk about how to create multiple streams of income from what you already know. But more importantly, I'm going to ask her to give something away. So Nicole, you better figure it out. It might be that book on the bookshelf. It might be something else. She'll figure that out. We'll be back in just a moment. We're going to go over to Kim Warren Martin all the way in Little Rock, Arkansas. She talk about what's going on with you spiritually, that success is an inside job. We'll be back in just a moment with Nicole Roberts Jones. Bankroll Your Brilliance. We'll see you in just a moment.
Today's a phenomenal day, amazing, happy entrepreneurs, because it's my January 1st. This is Dr. Kim Warren Martin, founder of Successful and Fulfilled, continuing with part 4 of the thought that success is an inside job. We've been talking about what's going on the inside of you mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, and financially. We've covered what's going on in your mind and in your body. And if you missed those videos, check them out in the Happy Entrepreneur Facebook group. Today, we're going to talk about what's going on with you spiritually. This is not about religion or being religious. It's about acknowledging that there's something bigger than you and realizing that you have a part to play in the world. So how do you feed your soul? Even if you go to church or temple or synagogue regularly, what do you do in between those times to nourish your soul? Do you have a daily spiritual practice? If not, here's a simple 10-minute morning practice you can begin to do to get started now. First, take 3 to 5 minutes to meditate, to get still and quiet your mind. Just close your eyes, focus on your breath, breathe in slowly through your nose with your belly expanding, and out slowly through your mouth with your belly contracting. Next, take 1 to 2 minutes and express gratitude for large things and small things. Thank you for my eyesight. Thank you for that new business deal. Thank you for the ability to think. Thank you for my feet, and so on. Lastly, spend 2 to 3 minutes contemplating. Take some deep breaths and ask yourself, how can I be my best possible self today? Again, how can I be my best possible self today? And use the rest of the time to let the answer come to you. So that's a simple practice you can begin to do and get started now. Mother Teresa said, the greatest problem in the world is hunger, but not of the body, of the heart. This is Dr. Kim Warren Martin, founder of Successful and Fulfilled. I'll see you next week for part 5 of Success is an Inside Job. Back over to you, Shay.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country, the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And I'm super excited because Nicole Roberts Jones will change your life if you let her. She's releasing and talking to you about how to bankroll your brilliance. And I've asked her a loaded question, which I don't know how she's going to answer it. But the question was, how do you create multiple streams of income based on what you already know? But here's the part, Nicole. I got to give you the hook, right? I got to give you a little Shay Brown remix version to this. How to make that money while they sleep. What? While they sleep. I did say that. While they sleep. Hey, Nicole, talk to us about that.
Yes. So first, you also challenged me before we took the break about a gift. So let me give you the gift first, and the reason I'm going to give you this gift is because there's no way I'm going to be able to visually show you how to bankroll all the ways you can make money, because it's a visual, and in this free ebook, it's free, it'll give you the visual you need, okay? So you get it. It's Bankroll Your Brilliance book, right? BankrolLyourBrillianceBook.com. Grab your copy. It'll walk you through the 3 steps you need to take to bankroll your brilliance. Now listen. I
have to make sure I understand so I can write it down for them. Someone write this right below the feed. Matter of fact, let's all go see if the website works. We got to do something for fun. Okay, Nicole, I'm sorry. I know I should interrupt you. They're going to get me later. They say, Shay, you're so rude. But can you guys pull up that? Can you guys pull up a Google thing for me? Like, seriously, pull that up. Just pull it up. Okay. All right. Well, it's not up. They can't see it yet. Okay. There. Okay. Can you see it now, Nicole Roberts Jones? Okay, you can. Okay, she says she can see it. Yeah. That's good. Okay, so we're going to type in, everyone listen to what she says. That means I got to listen, by the way. What's up, Jeanette Collar? Thanks for joining. Dorian Branch Sr.'s in the house. Shonda London, you're in for a free gift. She said free. No cash app needed. Okay. All right, Nicole, what is the website?
It's Bankroll Your Brilliance.
Bankroll
Your Brilliance Book. www.bankrolltheirbrilliance.com.
So I'm typing in, everyone type this below, www.bankrolltheirbrilliancebook.com. Okay, I'm doing it here. Let's see if the site works. Maybe my internet's not working. It says connecting. Don't worry. I know I'm broadcasting, so it might take a second. But we're going to see it come up. I know it's going to come up because
hopefully it better come up.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to come up. Give me a second. It's probably my internet. If you got it up right now, I know that. Did you get yours up, Nicole? Well, you're not on yours.
Look, I'm on my phone.
No worries. I promise you. Let me try it over here. My internet runs slow sometimes, but don't worry. We refuse to give up. Okay, let me do this here. Bankroll Your Brilliance book. Okay, Nicole's got hers up. I'm streaming right now, so it might be a little slow on my side. All right, Nicole, so tell them they have it up. Now show them, Nicole. Put that in the camera. Like, all right, so that's what the site looks like. Since I can't get it up, they're going to bring it back on, the camera back on you while they get mine up. There we go. Now the camera's back on you, Nicole. It's right on you. There you go. Now tell them what they need to do when they get there.
So all you do is opt in, and you're going to get the ebook to download. It actually walks you through 15 ways to generate revenue from what you know. Okay. So the reason I want you to get this ebook is I'm going to tell you something that this ebook will be in. But
I want the book too. Wait. I want the book too. I feel like I'm being left out around here. All right. I got mine up. Okay. I was beginning to feel left out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got mine. I'm sorry because I want to learn too. So the question is asked, when do you stop learning? The obvious answer is what? You never stop learning. Okay, Nicole, I'm on here now. It says generate revenue now from what you already know. And I hit this button here, right? And all I gotta do is opt in. Okay, let's all go opt in. Don't wait. If you're on the podcast right now, don't worry. Wait till you get home. If you're listening to the conference call, don't worry. If you listen to the replay, you can still go do this. So I'm gonna put mine in partnerslearning.com. Okay. And she wants my mobile number. Okay. You don't sell our mobile numbers or anything, do you? You don't do that, do you? No,
never,
she said no.
Never. Every time I'm gonna text you like, "Hey, girl, did you get my email?" Not you, girl. I would say, "Girl."
I like it. Okay, so good. Okay. It does work. So I've confirmed that it does work. That's always step one. Nicole, I don't mean to be, question you at all, but we've had some situations. Sometimes people have the best intentions, and one of the things I say is the best intentions don't equal the best results.
So I'm glad you did it. So yes.
Good. All right, it's confirmed. It's worked. So when they get the gift, what should they expect? And then you go ahead and share your answer. Sorry.
So in the book, I walk you through 15 different ways. And here's the thing. Remember earlier I said Milli Vanilli. So I give you 15 because everybody's not a cookie cutter. So, but out of the 15, at least 6 of those should. Now, here's what you need to go with it, right? You need cookies and milk, right? So I love earlier too, Shay, you used Noah as an example, okay? So here's what I believe. When God gave Noah the vision to create the ark, he had never created an ark before, just like many of you have never created a business before. Like I had never created a business before, so I know what the heck I was doing, right? Now, mind you, I was already successful. I was already making high 5 figures. I had a position in the entertainment industry so many people want. So it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything, but the tools that you have used on this level are not sufficient for your next. So here's what I believe Noah did in that moment, because the tools he already had weren't sufficient for this new expansion of this vision that God had given him to build this ark that he had never done before. He started with a blueprint. So you've got to start by taking the time to create a blueprint around your secret sauce. I call it a fierce formula. It's from your formula that you begin to create the multiple streams of income. So Nicole, what the heck do you mean by formula? So what is a blueprint? So if right now I'm rebuilding the house I grew up in California, right? And if I called the contractor and said, I want the best new roof, right? I want you to get the best new roof that's out there. And he put it on my 1930 walls, because those walls have been up since 1930, right? Then when the earthquakes come, my house would fall. If he didn't check the foundation, I had to redo the foundation, right? So what happens is people buy all these things, and this was me, by the way. They don't stop long enough to take in account their own superpowers, their own secret sauce. And so you've got to get clear and define that first, and then from there, create the multiple streams of income around it. So you need both. It's not this or this, it's and. And I walk you through all of that in that book.
Wow. And what do you say to the person that's like, wow, how do I put together what I know in a way that someone's gonna be able to listen to it? Is that in the book as well? Can you take a moment to explain that? Because that holds some folks up. They're like, I've had so much experience and I talk to people every day, but now you want me to say it in a organized way that someone can learn and implement. And I'm not an instructor. Even myself, Nicole, I mean, I'm not an instructor. So one, do you help people kind of put that stuff together? And two, help them package it in a way that somebody can learn from their formulas?
So yes, this is what I do. I help people. I'm a natural producer. So really what I do is help you create a formula. So in the book, I walk you through how to do that. But if that's not enough for you, you'll be in my database. Now, those of you that need more, understand that at some point I'll make that invitation if that's the right fit for you. But if it's not, what you've got to understand is you've got to be able to take, like, let me give you an example. I'd rather show than tell, because tell to me is information that doesn't fall. So if I use, for an example, one of the clients I've been privileged to work with is Deborah Tillman. And many of you know Deborah Tillman. She still is, so far as I'm concerned, the super nanny, America's super nanny. Well, I met Deborah at a Black Enterprise event. And at that event, when she decided to hire me, she was hiring me because here's what her problem was. She had more parents than she had time in her business. Now, keep in mind, she and I had the same problem. I was making no money, and she was making a whole lot of money. We both had no more time in our day, okay? And so what she needed was to figure out how she could serve more people and spend less of her time. She couldn't clone herself, right? And so I told her she needed a formula. Now, when I gave Deborah her first homework, because here's what she said to me. Now, those of you that know Deborah, she's so sweet, so she did not say it like this to me, but this is how I received it. She told me, I tailor the experience every time I work with someone, and I cannot make a formula from what I do. And I said, okay, are you done with that story? Are you done with that? Because here's what you have to know. We all have a methodology. There's a way that you do what you do, because you do it on autopilot. You don't realize how you do it. So it's taking that methodology and creating the blueprint from it that then predicts how you create multiple streams of income from it. How do I take the 6 steps? So I have a 6-step system. You end up walking through it in my book. So out of my 6 steps, there are 2 of them in one program. Another step is another program. Another step, right? So all 6 steps are chapters in my book. So what happens is when you begin to take that methodology that is you, the things that you've been doing on autopilot, the things that people have been picking your brain about, the things that your boss keeps putting you on special assignments about, the things that your friends is calling you on the weekend, want to talk to you about, get advice about, right? Whatever those things are, and you create a methodology from it, it's from that you create multiple streams of income. Did I answer your question?
Love it. Yeah, no, that answered the question brilliant, man. I love what you're doing. And that answered another question. I know we're coming down the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to go rapid fire in a minute, and then I'm going to allow her to give her final thoughts. But they might be wondering, Nicole, I don't know if this is even fair. You keep mentioning these folks you work with, and they're like big, mega individuals, by the way, at least compared to some folks that might be watching. Can you take a moment and just talk about the ideal type of client your company takes on to help serve? I mean, do they have to be these mega stars with these huge databases and these huge lists? I really don't know. So I'm going to ask the question. What's the ideal type of client that your organization works with, and what do you look to help them do?
Yes. So an ideal client is anyone that has intellectual property, which is all of you, right? So I'll give you a couple of examples. Lawyer. What I know about lawyers, and these are all service professionals, these examples I'm going to give you. Lawyers do billable hours, meaning that they have to have a certain amount of time in a day, but for the people that they turn away. How many of you that might be lawyers right now turn clients away because they can't pay your billable hours? Yeah, see, there's intellectual property we get packaged. It doesn't have to be legal advice, but you might be able to walk people through certain portions of paperwork that they wouldn't get if they didn't have you, right? So whether it's a lawyer, whether you are an accountant, whether you are like, I've had people that have lipstick lines. Now, I can't help you make a cup. I can't help you make a plate. If you want to make a pen, I can't help you. But if you want to take your intellectual property that you use to create your pen line, and people keep asking you to make pen, how did you make pens? And you want to coach them how to do that, that is what we definitely do. So any kind of intellectual property based business. Okay. Now, when I say intellectual property, people don't know what that is. So that's why I also say service, meaning that it's a one-to-one consultant or coaching kind of model. That makes sense. Perfect. So, and then what we do is we take you out of the hustle for time and literally take you out of that model, and then we create different streams of income around it. So I've worked with everything from a mompreneur to a lawyer to an image consultant to coaches, speakers, authors. So again, anybody that has a service-based business and you want to help somebody to move somebody's life or business forward, you are our ideal client.
Wow. And so if they want to reach you, where should they go to reach you? What's the best way to reach you? I know some folks went to Bankroll Brilliance book.com because they want to get the gift, but there might be another handful of folks out there saying, do I call the office? Do I go to her? Do I send her a Facebook message? Like, what's the best way for anyone that's watching right now? They're like, you know what, this is resonate with me, or they know someone that this may resonate with you. How do they contact your office? How do they meet with you?
So go to NicoleRobertsJones.com and
you said go where? She be dropping these websites. Like, you guys are like super fast writers, by the way. So I'm going to ask her for a moment. I see you, Lawrence Hood. Thanks for joining. Cynthia, thank you for taking the notes. I'm going to ask her what website. We're going to make sure it works. We always like to make sure these websites work. So we're going to ask her to read it and say it nice and slow. So for those that are like, how do I contact her? How do I follow her? What's the best way to reach her? She's giving me a website to go to. Do me a favor. Look right below the video and write this website down. And so can you guys bring that back up? All right, can it work, Shay? Can it work? We're all coming down the home stretch. Here we go. All right, now we're going over to the website. Everybody, let's all go to the website together. We're Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. We like doing things together, Nicole. What is the website?
I love it. It's Nicole, NICOLE, no H, NicoleRobertsJones.com.
Nicole Roberts. Oh, it works. Woo! Oh, wait a minute. This is good. NicoleRobertsJones.com. Now, when you get to this site, Nicole Roberts Jones, you'll get to a site. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is a wonderful site here. Purpose, power, profit. I like the profit in there. Okay. So I'm just curious as I'm looking at this here, like, oh, individuals. Is the individual the same thing as an LLC? Is that the same thing as a company? Let's see. Align your purpose with your paycheck. Passion, profit, proficiency, and problem. Is that something that you teach as well?
Yep, that's a 4-step framework I walked you guys through earlier. Yep.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. Okay, so we're on the site. We can, where do we go if we want to meet with you? Is go higher? Is that where we would go? For a meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, if you want to work with Nicole's company, it says work with Nicole. You may get a chance. I don't know if she's taking on additional clients, but someone on her team. And then there's 2 boxes or 3 boxes. There's a couple boxes. You can click any one of these boxes.
If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there should be a contact us somewhere.
All right. No worries. She's not sweating over there. Here it is. Free updates. All right. So when you go here, what I'm going to suggest is you put an email here. I'm looking for the contact.
Click hire to speak.
Hire to speak. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
So on that, you scroll down. It should be a contact form somewhere on there.
Okay. No. I'm not putting you on the spot. It says book Nicole.
Right there. So fill that out right there. I'm going to tell you guys. It says now, but just fill that out. It goes to my assistant.
Okay.
And put whatever whatever your needs are. But the best way, if you're looking to hire me and work with me, if you go, here's the thing you have to know about me is you can't click and buy anything. You end up having to be interviewed because we always want to make sure it's a good fit. So in any of the programs that you might sign up for, you will end up meeting either myself or one of our team. So you can go to hire and click any of the programs, and it'll take you to a place to fill out an application or something like that. So if that's what you're interested in. But here's the other thing. You're getting my ebook. So you're going to be in my database. So that you'll have our email address. You can reply to that email.
Wow, we're here with the one and only over at Nicole Roberts Jones. That's her site, NicoleRobertsJones.com. When we come back, Javis Taylor, we're going to come down the home stretch. I'm going to ask her what's the biggest challenge she's ever had, and then she'll have her final thoughts. You guys are wonderful, by the way. You're talking to and speaking with none other than Nicole Roberts Jones, the founder of Bankroll Your Brilliance. For those folks that have said, it's time for me to make more money in my business while I sleep. It's time for me to get paid more for what I know than I can do, then Nicole Roberts Jones. I recommend you all at least have a meeting. Make sure it's a good fit. Make sure she fits your values. You fit her values. I get that. That's certainly fair. But at least have the conversation. We'll be back in just a moment. It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the founder of the Happy Entrepreneur Network and the host of the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country, the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And I'm super excited. I'm over the moon. Just enjoyed to be able to share this special VIP invitation for you to join me at thecloseconference.com. Just look right below the video, and go to closedconference.com, an opportunity for you to attend virtually or in person. Now, who is this for? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a speaker, if you're a coach, if you're a network marketer, if you're in the personal professional development, or you're just someone right now that is overwhelmed and overworked and you need to generate some qualified leads of people who want to work with you, whether they come from online leads or offline leads, then you need to be there. Or maybe you're someone that wants to, you say, well, Shay, right now I have what's called yo-yo entrepreneur type of revenue, right? Reasons but no results. So it's time for you really to put together your own 7-figure revenue generating infrastructure so you can make more money without your labor. You can take back your time and you can take back your life. Then you want to be there. Or maybe you just want to be able to broadcast just like I'm doing right now. I'm at Broadcastpreneur Studios right here in this set right now. And you need to reach your audience online through the power of those fiber optic lines. Then you need to be at what? theclosedconference.com. Or maybe it's just time for you to get all the resources you need in your business so you can serve the people you were called to serve and have more meaning in the world, have more impact in the world, and make $1 and a difference at the same time. If that's you, look right below the video, and go to closedconference.com. I promise you'll learn about how to generate unlimited sponsorships. You'll learn about how to tell your story and have more impact. And more importantly, you're going to have more success, more joy, and more happiness in your business. I'm so excited. Look, join me at closedconference.com. Share this with all your friends. I'm looking forward to seeing you. My promise to you is it'll be a good use of your time. My promise to you is that you're going to generate more revenue than you've ever generated before in your life and have more happiness. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone, and I promise you we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you success. See you soon. Well, welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country. And we're here with the one and the only, the fabulous one. Yes, the founder of Bankroll Your Brilliance. She's been breaking this thing down for you so you not only can get paid, but you can be on purpose. You not only can serve, but you also can help other folks. When you have more money, it gives you more options. You can do more good. Some of you want to start a school of your choice. Some of you want to pay for your family's health care insurance. Some of you out there just want to write a check so someone else can live a more comfortable life. I understand that, and that's what Bankroll Your Brilliance is really all about. And that's what Nicole Roberts Jones does every single day. Is she is the guide to guide you along this path so that you can have a more fulfilling life. And then that's what it's about. Nicole Roberts Jones, we're going to go rapid fire. Just a couple of questions, then we're going to close this out. I appreciate you being in overtime. For those that don't know what overtime means, that means she should have been gone. But she's here to serve. I love it. So just real quick in overtime, we think of the word greatness, and everyone wants to strive to be great. What does greatness mean to you?
It means to create success on your own terms. It means not looking for anyone else to tell you who you should be or what you should do. And it really is being unapologetically all of you and not a portion of you.
Wow. What do you say to the person that's out there that's listening right now and says, I'm able to hear your story. Life is good for you. You're married to the man of your dreams. You're walking in your passion. 17 years later, you got it up and going. You're running. Has there been any? What's next for Nicole? What's going to push Nicole? What's the big challenge that's sitting there for her right now? She says, you know what? Nah, I'm not at the mountaintop. I'm still going up. So what's the next level for Nicole? Like, man, she's walking her passion. She's helping people. Life's good. She don't have any problems. What's the next big push for Nicole Roberts Jones?
So, you always, as an entrepreneur, as a CEO, we always have challenge to stretch and grow. So my next challenge is really, first of all of our challenges as entrepreneurs to continue to serve more people. I have this really big call to get to 1 million women. I'm nowhere near that. So my goal is just to continue to serve more women, speak at more events, coach more women. And actually what I love is that I know when I coach more people, I'm actually also touching the people they get to serve. So for me, it's that. But here's the other thing too is, and Shay, you know this, a couple of years ago, I was working for a larger company and I got really comfortable. And it got comfortable because I wasn't paying payroll. I was, getting my own paycheck. And in 2015, I came back out and relaunched my business. So I had my own business from 1993 to 2012. My business got bought out by my coach, worked in my coach's business for 3 years, came back and relaunched my own business. Now, I say that because to me, if I'm going to keep it real, payroll is every month. Now, I've gotten to a place where I know I have income, it's predictable, it's coming in, but I still got to pay payroll. There's months where, I have extra payroll. And so to me, those months, because I never, ever, first of all, I never set out to be an entrepreneur. I need y'all to get that. So when God tapped me on my shoulder and told me to start my own business again in 2015, I was like, you mean I got to do payroll again? So that part to me is always a challenge. Even though by the grace of God, every month I've never not been able to pay people, still it's just every month that I got to deal with that is nerve-wracking to me.
Wow. So well said. Thanks for being so authentic. Thanks for being so honest. Folks are watching right now and may have the same question, which is, hey, she's on these mega stages. She talks to thousands of people. One, two-part question, Nicole. One, are you open to talking at summits? Are you open to speaking at book clubs? Are you open to speaking virtually? Are you open to going to maybe little masterminds and intensives that might not have the lights and the cameras and the big old stage and so forth? We saw some pictures on your site and you've done that before. So here's the real question. One, are you eligible to speak to those places? And number two, why do you still do it? Why do you get down with those small, intimate groups? Talk to us about that so we understand that, you know what, you are available. And some people may want to reach out to you and bring you to their camp or to their event.
So listen, I've spoken at events where there's 20 people. I've spoken at events where there's 6,000 people. And literally when it's a smaller room, I can really coach and I can see the people in the room. So I love both. So the answer is yes, yes, and yes. I'm happy to do it all. And the reason I do it is because this is what I'm called to do. When I started looking at my own fears and by the way, I'm not somebody that just talks a talk. I'm somebody that walks when I'm talking. So everything I teach is because I tried it out on me and it actually worked. And then I tried it on a couple people, worked on them too. So when I found my own fears and I do what I love, I never feel like I'm working. And when I see the lights go off in people's eyes, when they have that aha moment and they realize how much money they've been leaving on the table, that is why I do what I do. That right there fills my spirit like I could never even describe.
Wow. Powerful. Very powerful. Nicole Roberts Jones, let me first say thank you so much. We appreciate you. You're amazing. I mean, you're incredible. You're a person that's not just a super mega star, but you're three words. You are a kind human being. And that's what I admire about you. I've seen you work with folks as myself when Trevor and I have been trying to do so many things. You said, look, I know you don't get it right sometimes, but I'm in there with you. And then I've seen you work with other folks to get them going. And I admire that about you because you don't wait for the train to get out the station. You don't mind getting in with a person when the train's still getting ready. My dad used to say it's easy when the train's going down the station. Everybody can come run and want to jump on a train that's already going. But it's the person that gets in there to get that train up and going so it has the power to sustain it. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being incredible. Thank you for helping folks actually bankroll their brilliance. And most importantly, thank you for serving and being here on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. We've got to have you back. We got to have you back. That's a hint, Nicole Roberts Jones, to say yes. We got to have you back, by the way. But I want you to take a couple of minutes and have your final thoughts to the entrepreneur out there that is doing really, really well. And there's a lot of pressure to them right now. Or they may be having some high highs and some low lows and some high highs and some low lows. Or life might just hit them in the face. So I just want to give you some thoughts. These lights are going to go out at some point. You're going to go back to serving people. And they've got to go execute the vision. They're having a January 1 moment right now. They've heard you speak. They've heard what you had to say. And now that's their January moment. Every day is a January moment. They got to go do something. So what's my question to you? Final thoughts, final comments. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you.
Okay. So first, thank you, Shay. I love you and appreciate everything that you do. So thank you for being a purpose partner and for always, reaching out and asking me to come back and do some things. So for me, here's what I want to just ask you. What's your extra? Now, I'm saying that because I'm not coming for your mediocre, for good enough, for what you've already been doing. I'm not talking to that version. I'm talking about the extra that you're not doing yet. See, it's the extra that gets with the ordinary that becomes your extraordinary, right? That is what makes the difference between an athlete and a Serena Williams. That's what makes the difference between a regular basketball player and a Michael Jordan. That's what makes a difference, and you fill in the blank for anybody you greatly admire. The reason why there's a Tyler Perry and Oprah is because they put the extra with the ordinary. So what's your extra? It's time for you to get in your own expansion, to move past yesterday and move into your breathtaking future. Wow.
Well, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. For all you watching, we appreciate you. every one of you know that you are amazing. Look right below the video, Donnie. Look right below the video, Belinda. Look right below the video, Jarvis, and just write these words. It's time to bankroll your brilliance. It's time to bankroll your brilliance. It's what? Time to bankroll your brilliance. With that being said, you've got so much greatness inside you, and I know with 100% certainty that the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Thank all of you who viewed. Thank you all that hit that share button. Hit the share button one more time. Hit that share button one more time. Pay this message forward. And thank all of you for taking notes. We appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. With that being said, you will listen to none other than Nicole Roberts Jones, the founder of Bankroll Your Brilliance. And my name on the other side, for those folks that are me, my name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we're going to make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you success.
Go ahead and give a big standing ovation for the one and the only Shay Brown.
And I'm here right now in this moment with none other than the one and only Dr. Willie Jolly. What's up, my friend?
It's a privilege and a pleasure and a treat and a treasure to be in your presence.
All right, Delator, we're going to get started. You ready, Delator?
I'm ready, friend.
You ready, Dr. Cannett?
Ready.
None other than Andy Henriquez. And we have someone like a Dr. Sonia, who's a bad sister. All right, now, go ahead with your bad self. None other than the Kim Warren Martin.
That's the promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. Yeah.
Thank you.